Welcome to Jordan FM, Tune into Change, the podcast for all student news, events and updates. I'm Jordan, your VP Activities for the year and host of this podcast. I'll be joined by a range of students and staff guests over the upcoming weeks. In this very first episode, I'm going to introduce you to the Students' Union, be giving you some top tips from residential life about moving in weekend and returning back to university. And my very first guests on my first ever episode are going to be the Student Opportunities team from the SU. They'll be talking about the Welcome Week events that are going on at all the different campuses and all of the things that you definitely do not want to miss out on. So, Chester Students' Union. We're here to represent you, the students, in areas of advice, democracy, campaigns, opportunities and academics within the university. We're completely separate to the university as we're here for you, the students, to project your voice, hold the university accountable and get the best for your student experience. We have 5 full-time officers that are elected by you. We have Jack, our president, Lauren, our VP Education, Sam, who's based in Warrington, and Gabby, based in Shrewsbury, our satellite sites, and of course myself, VP Activities. We also have 12 part-time student council officers who work together to improve your student experience. They'll all be featured on this podcast at some point, I'm sure, but for now I'll give you a little breakdown of our different departments and our amazing team behind the scenes. We have our own independent advice team made up of our advice lead Chris and our 2 advisors Jenny and Matt. They're here to give you help and guide you through any issues or queries. Could be academic, disciplinary, financial, about housing, anything that might slightly go wrong while you're at university, you can head over to them. We have our Student Voice and Insight team, Lauren and Mary, who run campaigns throughout the year to empower you to be who you want to be and help make a difference in the world. Our Academic Representation Coordinator, Chloe, runs our SIR system, our volunteer students who represent their courses and departments, and finally we have our Students Op team, who you'll meet a little later on, who provide all the fun and engaging events alongside the over 50 societies that the SU has to offer. So if you ever need anything or fancy taking part in some fun events, pop into your campus's SU and have a little chat with the officers. It's move-in weekend and we can't wait to welcome all new Chester University students on all campuses and also welcome back all of our returning students. Over the weekend you'll be welcomed by SU staff, the officers, our street team and Red Tees at your key collection, which on Exton Park is on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Warrington on the Sunday and Shrewsbury on Saturday and Sunday. We have some top tips from Res Life about moving in and keeping safe in the city that you're moving to. All of our campuses are located in beautiful cities and we want to help you engage with your local community by getting involved in local events, businesses and volunteering opportunities. So some key things to remember when out and about. Make sure you're staying safe, walking in groups, well-lit streets, using cash machines during the day and not leaving your drinks unattended. In all of the cities that we are located in, they have Ask for Angela in venues where staff will help call a taxi or help you out discreetly with no fuss in the rare event that you feel unsafe. If not, feel free to ring your emergency services if off campus, or when on campus, your porters. Another tip is to really get to know the location that you're in by taking walks around campus and the city. The university provides city tours, so if you want any more information you can head to the University of Chester website to book on. Get engaged with societies and sports. They're the best way to meet like-minded people with similar interests. Moving to university or returning after a COVID year can be quite daunting on your own, so make sure that you head out to Sports and Societies Fair in the Sports Hall next Friday, where you can look at all the stalls, all the different activities that will be going on throughout the year, build friendships, go on socials. I know for myself, being part of a sport was the best decision I ever made when coming to university. It's where I've made some of my closest friends and it's given me some great experiences and some unbelievable memories. Check out the welcome guide on University of Chester's website. And last of all, get to know your Students' Union. If you have any questions, please pop into the SU where we can help you directly. Make sure you follow the officers and Chester Students' Union on social media to keep updated with anything that's going on. And if you're ever in doubt, all of the information is on our website and on Portal. Next up, we have our Students Op team here with us. Hi guys, so thank you for coming onto my podcast. I have the Student Ops team here with me, so I'll give you a chance to introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. I'm Amber, so I am a Student Engagement Coordinator for Chester, which is a really bougie way of saying events and societies, basically, for all of our Chester students. So I'm also an ex-UOC student. Big up. I did law and international relations. Nothing related to my job at the moment, but I really enjoyed my time here. I did do 2 years of COVID, which probably slightly tainted it, but on the whole it was really good.
So yeah, hi guys, my name's Beth. I'm the Student Engagement Coordinator for the Shrewsbury campus. I'm also a student at the University of Chester, so I studied for my undergrad Events Management and Business Management, and I'm currently completing my Masters in Sport Management. Also did a year during COVID, so it's nice to finally see everything going back to normal, and I think that's one of the biggest things that we're all excited for, is it going back to normal for all of you guys. So yeah, there's me.
I'm Megan. I look after Warrington and Marist House as a Student Engagement Coordinator here at the CSU. I was also a student, me and Beth studied together at Queen's Park doing events management, and I did my PGCE as well at the university. So I've been a student in non-COVID times and COVID times as well.
So we're going to go around one by one, and I'd like you to talk about the events going on at the different campuses that you're found at. And also, which one are you most looking forward to and why?
There's way too many, isn't there?
So many.
There's also like crossover on a few of them as well, which I feel like is probably important to say. For like Chester anyway, we obviously have like the welcome talks on the Sunday, which is like all of our residential students in the sports hall on Exton Park campus, and we just like introduce you to all of the peeps that you'll need to know when you're in accommodation. But we're also trying something new this year that's like both exciting and a little scary. And we're using a space called the Carriage Shed, that's like next to the train station, to do things like a food festival. Yes, we love food. Food festival and outdoor cinema. So we're doing Black Panther. Great film. We're also doing like nighttime laser tag, so it's gonna be like in the dark, under like a covered area, and Freshers Fair or Welcome Fair, depending on kind of which one you want to call it. If you do want to come to Welcome Fair and you're at one of the other sites, we have coaches going from Shrewsbury and Warrington, which obviously Megan and Beth are running, but we kind of will do that. But also feel free to hop on a train or come drive and park somewhere. We'd love to see as many as you as we can. So yeah, also free stuff.
It's not that far of a walk from Exton campus, really.
No, it's like, I think we timed it and it's like 12-minute walk, and I'm slow.
Get your
like,
steps in.
Get your steps in.
And if you're getting the train,
it's next to it. And there's also like loads of car parks around, so there's so many options. But it just means that we can get as many of you there as possible with COVID-y restrictions. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
What are you most looking forward to?
Oh, I'm like, wow. I think probably Sports and Societies Fair. It's happening on Exton Park campus. And I think it's just, obviously I've worked at CSU for like 2 years-ish now. And I haven't been able to do one yet. So I'm just really excited to see all of those guys kind of in one room, being able to speak to new students and get them to sign up to things that they all have interest in and enjoy doing outside of lectures, because we all need lives outside of lectures, and they're a great way to kind of do that.
So at Shrewsbury campus we've got a load of fun, informal things going on a week. So we've got the UCS Mixer and Barbecue taking place. That's kind of just a informal social event where you can come along, eat lots of food. Again, we love food. Meet other new students and kind of just get to know the staff and everything, which will be really fun. We've also got a meet the staff event, so you can get to know everyone who will be at the Shrewsbury campus. We've got the Opportunities Fair, so loads of local businesses and organisations are going to come down for the day and kind of show you guys what networking and volunteering or work opportunities there are literally on your doorstep, which will be really good for everyone involved. As Amber mentioned, the Welcome Fair taking place in Chester. So book a space on the coach if you want to go, or like we said, you're more than welcome to drive or get the train. So whatever works for you, it'd be just great to get as many people there as possible. I think I'm most looking forward to the comedy night, which is taking place at a great venue. We've got great acts on, and I think it's just going to be a really good night for everyone to kind of get to know each other. Lots of laughs, hopefully.
At Warrington, Welcome Week kicks off this Sunday. I'm super excited. We've hired an ice cream van, so there's going to be ice cream for everyone at 4 before your residential welcome from the university. We're going to be having lots of fun at Sunday. We've got a quiz, we've got some SU goodies to give out, and we'll also be helping you move in and point you in the right direction around campus. We are going bowling at Warrington, which will be really fun. You can see if you can beat me and our 3P Warrington Sam. We've got our own Opportunities Fair at Warrington. We've got over 20 local businesses, charities, sporting facilities coming down to campus to introduce themselves to you, to help you have the best time you can whilst you're studying with us. And yeah, get on the coach for Welcome Fair. We're so excited. There's going to be lots of freebies and lots of fun to be had. So book your space via our website so you can come and join the fun. But I'm super duper excited to go to Maris House. I'm going there with our president Jack, and we're going to be giving out Planet Donut donuts to all our new nurses at Maris House and introducing ourselves and what the SU can do to help. So yeah, super excited for that.
Did you notice how all of our stuff revolved around food?
I literally thought that the whole thing. I wanted to keep saying like more food.
Just like free food.
I'm going through.
They're also going to be
proper
at
donut phase.
Welcome Fair.
Yeah.
So
Get to Welcome Fair.
Yeah.
Get a donut.
No, I've got shoes. Yeah, Planet Donuts. Planet Donuts.
We like Planet Donut donuts.
2 days of the week, so you know, I get enough. No.
Not sponsored.
Hashtag not
Hashtag not an ad.
But we do love you.
If you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
So, as you all said in your little introductions, you were all University of Chester students, or still are. So, what was your most memorable moment from your Freshers Week?
That was a long time ago.
That was 4 years.
4 years for me and Beth. 3 years for
3
you and
for
Beth?
me, yeah.
But it's a good question, a tough question.
Yeah, I think probably I lived in a flat, so I had other people around me. And I think one of the first nights that like everybody was together, we went to an outdoor cinema because we're cool. I want to say that it was maybe like Dirty Dancing or like something along those lines, like a classic
film, yeah.
music
You can enjoy
vibe
that.
film. So I just remember like all of us being like super awkward, not really knowing each other, and just going and watching this film at Queen's Park, and it was so good. Like you don't feel forced to like interact with everyone when you're like sat watching a film, so it made it like a lot easier and calmer. Just a promo for the other outdoor cinemas happening during our Welcome Week, but yeah, I definitely do love those kind of more chilled vibes for anyone that's not a rosies till closies vibe.
I'd say, I'm trying to think, from my Welcome Week, I think the biggest thing that kind of sticks in my head was the Sports and Societies Fair. So I really enjoy hockey, and I think that was my main thing is getting to know the team, and that was my first chance to really get to know them and sign up for loads of other sports. It was just a really good day. So yeah, that was my highlight of the week, I think.
I mean, it's really hard to pick one, but something I really enjoyed when I was fresher was the comedy night that they did at Chester, and it was a really great way to meet everyone. There was lots of laughs, so it just made it way more relaxed, and it wasn't like, it was just stress free, and it was a great time. Yeah, I really enjoyed the comedy night, so you should go to Best.
Yeah, I was just about to say. really well because
Promo
Shrewsbury
Central.
we have a comedy night, as I just mentioned. So thanks,
Yeah,
Meg.
no, that was great.
But you know what you enjoyed, so you've put it in this year.
Yeah.
Tried and tested by
Tried and
real
tested.
UAC students.
And your final question to do the Welcome Week is, what's your top tip for a student who's
Okay.
about to experience their first ever Welcome Week?
It's a big week.
It's a big week. But it's okay that it's a big week. I feel like a lot of the time it's meant to be like, you're meant to think that like you shouldn't think it's a big week and like you should be perfectly fine. But it's okay to not be. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's the important thing. Like,
100%.
and everyone's in the same situation. Like, there's not one person. They may just be better at hiding it. Like, it's all down to
Everyone's
that.
nervous.
But
Yeah.
everyone is nervous. Everyone is scared that they won't make friends. But you do. It just takes time, and it's like starting school for the first time, but just at university. So like, don't put so much pressure on you that you like ruin it. Like, just be in the moment, enjoy it, and don't be scared to ask for help. Is probably my biggest thing. Like, you'll see so like staff milling around like during move-in weekend and during the whole week, and just don't be scared to like ask them, like, if you're lost or you don't know where you're supposed to be or you don't know what's going on. Like, they're not going to be like, you should know. Like, they're going to help you. So like, don't be scared to ask for help is probably my biggest thing.
It also applies to the other years as well, because second years and third years haven't experienced
Yeah.
a full year
Yeah.
outside of
Realistically,
COVID.
Welcome Week this year I think is for all of them. Obviously we're welcoming the first years, but we're also re-welcoming everyone else, because none of us have been here for nearly 2 years now, so we almost need to reintroduce ourselves to everyone, and that's kind of what we tried to do. Like, no event is only for first years, so everyone's welcome. And that's kind of our big thing for this year, is that we understand that.
Yeah, so I say, obviously we mentioned it was such a big week, but as your university experience goes on, you'll look back and it won't have been the biggest week ever, but you'll remember kind of certain bits from it, and parts of the week that were really fun. So I say my biggest tip would be to just take part and get involved in as much as you can throughout the week. You know, if your flatmates want to do something that you're not particularly keen on, or it's a bit out of your comfort zone, I'd say just try and get involved or go down with them, because you'll look back and what you got involved in will kind of carry on throughout your year at university, and you know, it's an opportunity to kind of try new things, which is what university is all about, really. So yeah, just get involved in as much as you can and kind of push yourself a little bit. Yeah,
I'm going to sound really boring now and like a mum, but I think
everyone needs
We
it.
love the mum vibes.
We need to be grounded.
I
Yeah.
appreciate this.
I think sign up for a doctor's or a GP and dentist type of thing. Hopefully you won't need it, but if you do, you don't want to be worrying about that when you're sick. And obviously it's quite a big transition moving from home and to uni. Like, you're going to need a new person. You can't go home if you've got a sore throat or something. So yeah, sign up for a GP when you're here. It will just make it so much easier if you do get sick, which we hope you don't, but in case you do,
Precious
sign up.
Blue is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
A bit.
Yeah.
don't remind me.
From the SU, we
Yeah.
have to say this because we're here, obviously, but
But it's true.
please come to see us if you ever need anything. Like,
Yeah.
we have officers and staff at every site, and we'll be here the whole weekend and the whole week. And we love to see student faces, so even if it's just to say hi, please do it. That's what we're here for. We're here for you guys. So
We'd
We're
love
all-
to see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
it's,
excited to be back. We're
yeah,
excited
we
you
haven't
guys are
seen
back.
students for like 2 years, so like we will welcome you with open arms. And you can't see us because obviously it's a podcast, but we are all very
No, we
smiley
are.
people
We
who are
promise.
very
I'll
nice.
put one of those photos.
And you know, the SU isn't just here for Welcome Week, we're here all year.
The whole year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Strap
not just for
line.
Welcome Week. So yeah, there'll be lots to do throughout the year, so do come
Love
and say
your
hi.
student life. So yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you all for coming on to my first
Thanks for
episode of the
having us.
podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
First guest. We feel
I
privileged.
know.
So, every episode I'm going to ask all of my guests one question. Where do you recommend to eat out within your respective cities that you work at?
Oh my god, there's too much choice.
I was
It's
just
really
thinking that
hard.
as huge foodies, that is a
Yeah.
really hard.
Again, we love food. I would say I'll go for like a different vibe to Probs normally, but like all day brunch, if you're looking for something like that, like if you've maybe been out and need like a good breakfast, I would recommend this place called the Flower Cup. It's so good.
So
like
good.
their breakfast, it's all day breakfast, but it's so good. Their pancakes are just heavenly. Like I want them every morning of my life.
And it's such a nice vibe in there.
Oh
isn't
my
it?
gosh,
It's on the
yeah.
rose, it's really cute.
Yeah.
They also do like vegan stuff as well,
it's
and
so
vegetarian, so like it's just perfect, like impeccable vibe in Flower Cup.
Impeccable, 100%.
So yeah, as a like slightly off normal recommendation, would recommend Flower Cup.
Definitely
Amazing.
support it.
To support
Um,
the vibe.
In Shrewsbury, I'd say, as someone who loves coffee, there's a little cafe called Capers, which is right next to the kind of Guildhall, which is the main building block at Shrewsbury. And they do loads of coffee and kind of like oat milk and stuff, other substitutions. And also kind of a build your own sandwich station, and it is just the best sandwiches ever. So fresh, so nice, and they are huge. I had to actually eat my sandwich with a knife and fork the other day because I couldn't eat it, but it was amazing. So that's my recommendation, Capers.
I'm quite lucky because my place is in Chester and Warrington, so working between the two, like, it's great. So mine is Dodo. It is a amazing pizza place, and we do love pizza here at the SU, and it's like proper Italian pizza. Like
Nice.
it is so good, so delicious, pretty affordable too. So definitely, if you're in Chester or Warrington, go to Dodo. You won't regret it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And
Would
that's
recommend.
it. That's a wrap on the first ever.
Yeah!
You smashed it.
Thank you for
Thanks for
talking
that.
about
Welcome
this.
week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you to everyone who's made it this far and listened to the first episode of my podcast, Jordan FM. Make sure that you follow me on my social media at Jordan VP Activities to keep updated on when my next podcast will be. Get ready to tune into change, and I can't wait to meet you all. Have a great year, and I hope you enjoy your welcome week.